Today we celebrate the memorial of Saint Benedict Abbot. Saint Benedict, like I mentioned, is one of the co-patron saints of Europe, and he is also considered the father of the monastic life in the Western world. So we owe a lot to Saint Benedict. Saint Benedict was born in the late 5th century, and in this time of world history, the Roman Empire had already crumbled and fallen. So it was a time of transition, but also according to historians, it was a difficult time in Rome. Politically speaking, there was a lot of corruption, but there was also a time of a lot of mediocrity among Catholics in Rome. And something beautiful about Benedict is that unlike us that normally just complain when things go wrong, Benedict did something about things. Benedict started the monastic life. He's also an especially relevant figure in the Catholic Church because the monasteries that he started, that he founded, the rule that he wrote, became for many centuries citadels not only of holiness, but also of civilization. The Benedict monasteries had these two prizes for themselves: holiness, but also an origin of civilization. What do I mean by civilization? In the Benedictine monasteries, a lot of the knowledge of the ancient world was preserved because the monks were copying the old manuscripts, but also they developed technology regarding farming and beverages and so many different things, architecture too. So to Benedict, we owe not only the patrimony of holiness of the Benedictine order, but also the patrimony of civilization and culture. We also know that perhaps the order that cultivated the most Gregorian chant was the Benedictine order. So today, I want to finish with this reflection too. Before the work of Benedict, the monks tended to live a life a little bit more dispersed and itinerant, and also the life of the monks was many times thought of as people who did extraordinary things. So before Benedict, we read about the desert fathers, and they did all sort of extraordinary things and maybe things hard to imitate. But Benedict proposed for his monks not a way of fantastic things, but a day of doing the ordinary and being stable. So in a way, one of the things that Benedict also brought to the Catholic Church was the idea of stability, the idea of community, the idea of a permanent and stable rule for the monks, and in that way, holiness became something attainable for everyone, and holiness was no longer related with doing extraordinary things like the Desert Fathers. So today, let us pray to Saint Benedict, let us honor this amazing saint, and let us ask this saint that in our Catholic Church again, we can find the patrimony of holiness, but also the patrimony of civilization and culture.